lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to go into cosmology for a quick moment here as well. Let's talk cosmology. Now, we've been throwing dice, a 1,031-sided die, to figure out what to talk about when it comes to cosmology. Because, hey, when the sun gets boring and it's not doing anything at solar minimum, it's a good time to study other stars, right? So, we've been rolling dice and looking at the Neil Gorell Swift-Bat X-ray Observatory. We're not going to do that today at all. Today we're going to look at cosmic rays. I'm just going to show you the charts here and not comment. We see a little uptick here at the Apatity Neutron Monitor over the past week. We see a little uptick over the Apatity Neutron Monitor, but not the Barentsburg Neutron Monitor. So those are pretty close to each other on the planet, showing vastly different graphs over the past week. Next, we'll look at Athens, Greece. You know where donuts are made, right? In Greece. All right. There's the 30-day chart at Athens. Quite flat over the past 30 days and no big uptick over the past week. Next, Mexico City. Mexico City, flat over the past 30 days as well. And lastly, we'll look at Oulu, Finland, as well as DOMC, Antarctica. There's Oulu, flat over the past 30 days, and there's DOMC, flat as well. Monitor these yourself. Don't take my word for it. We encourage our viewers to do their own research because it's possible for anybody to be wrong, no matter how much they're paid per month to make YouTube videos, and no matter how many book deals they have, and no matter what their reputation is, and no matter how crazy their followers are. People are still regularly wrong, and that is why you should be not ossified in your beliefs, and you should be adapting to new information. So today's featured object is, instead of rolling dice, it's Cygnus X-3, which has in the past week come out of its quiescent state. There you have it. There's the past 2 weeks approximately of Cygnus X-3's X-ray outputs as reported by the Neil Gorell Swift-Bat X-ray Observatory. And you can see right here at 0.05, it is out of its quiescent state. It is now in its X-ray loud state, and we've been pleading with radio astronomers to view this object as it does this. I don't know if anybody has. Let's hope a paper comes out. And here's an image of what's going on at Cygnus X-3. By the way, it's quite an interesting system to say the least, in that it is a high mass X-ray binary. So let's look at it on the 2 mass. There's the 2 mass image. And what's going on here is you've got a massive Wolf-Rayet star, which is approximately the size of Mars's orbit, being orbited in only a period of 4.83 hours, or 4.74, let's say 4.8 hours, by this massive object known as Cygnus X-3, the Wolf-Rayet star's little friend. One of the poloidal jets from this is pointed directly at you, the observer, and this is believed to be one of the only known point sources for cosmic ray flux. If you want to read more about it, head to smashamash.com/forum. We've got an entire forum thread all about Cygnus X-3. Why? Because cosmic ray flux is very, very important to not only the climate, but also to evolution, perhaps, as it is known that ionizing radiation, cosmic rays, can cause spontaneous evolution to occur. So if you head to the Cosmology Forum, just click on that right there at smashamash.com/forum. Click on Cygnus X-3 Massive X-ray Binary Celestial Pole Star Deneb, and you can read all about it. Here's a clip. I searched for answers. This is by Andrew Collins, by the way. I searched for answers and was intrigued to find that in the early 1980s, particle physicists using 2 newly operational proton decay detectors, Sudan, located a half-mile down an old mine in Minnesota, and Nuzex, found off a road tunnel deep beneath France's Mont Blanc, detected the presence of highly unusual cosmic rays. What was so unusual about them? Well, they were detectable under 1,000 feet of granite in Minnesota at a 4.8 hour periodicity, without further explanation of that, again, I would invite all of our viewers to head to smashamash.com/forum. A lot of interesting stuff there. And our cosmology segments are brought to you in part by our patrons. Please consider becoming a patron. Patreon.com/smashamash. Enhance the probability that these videos will continue to exist, be publicly visible, and be free to view on platforms such as YouTube, as YouTube pays us just about nothing for the content. Thanks to our patrons, again, the real source of funding for the content. We make about 2 cents an hour via Google fraudware, junkware, AdSense payouts. Thanks again to our patrons. Look for more content coming your way soon at patreon.com/smashamash. And here ends today's cosmology segment. Another regular short section included here at the Smash News Network.